Oh my goodness, can we give it up to the UFC and give them a fucking round of applause? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to say to you. If you haven't seen UFC 306, go back and watch it. That is the best advice I can give to you. What can you say about the production of this event? Amazing, guys. Amazing. Never seen anything like that my whole life. I wish I was there live, but I did enjoy it on the TV. I'm going to have to say it was amazing. You cannot see that and not respect what the UFC just did. That was once in a lifetime show. The stories that they were making up before each main fight. Oh my God, it was so good, man. How did they even think about that? That's fair thing. I need to go there, man. I need to go to Las Vegas and watch something in that arena. It doesn't matter what it is. Music, fights, some kind of a show. I just need to go and watch that shit. Guys, amazing. Amazing stuff. Great production. UFC never ceased to disappoint. Now let's talk about the fights, the main event. What do you guys think about the main event? I predicted that wrong. I'm going to have to admit, I thought SeanO'Malley was going to get it done. I knew how dangerous Merab Dvalishvili really is. Obviously, the guy is amazing. I knew how dangerous it could be. I just had that tingle feeling in my head. SeanO'Malley was on the rise. He was a superstar. He is a superstar. I just thought he might have gotten it done, but I was totally wrong. Merab Dvalishvili really dominated SeanO'Malley, I have to say. That was a domination. The first 4 rounds, anyway, was a total domination. I keep saying to you guys, if you have a chain wrestling style, you are a problem to anyone. Wrestling is like a superpower. Habib. Look at this fella now like Merab. If you can wrestle and wrestle and wrestle without getting tired, chain wrestle, you have about 5 or 6 ways to take people down. You're a problem. I give it up to Merab. It's going to be very difficult to beat that guy. I know Umar Nurmagomedov is going to be a tough test for Merab for sure. Umar is also a good wrestler. Very, very interesting fight coming up, I say. When those two guys fight, it's going to be a hell of a fight. I'm not going to throw my picks or whatever, but I know it's going to be a hell of a fight. Merab, man, what can you say about that guy, really? He's a crazy, crazy motherfucker. He is crazy in the head. Funny, charismatic, and a hell of a fighter. His fighting style is just a nightmare for anyone. How could you prepare for Merab Dvalishvili? What can you really do? The guy is strong. And his striking isn't bad. He knows how to strike to get to your legs. That is the problem. And you're scared shitless as well because you can't throw kicks. You're worried about the takedown. If he holds you like this, that is the end of it. SeanO'Malley had no answer for him. He had no answer for the guy. The difference in the wrestling was like day and night. That was the difference in the wrestling. SeanO'Malley is a sniper, is a striker. But man, when that guy got his game, man, when that guy got that game going, the wrestling game going, it was unstoppable. Like, it was really unstoppable. SeanO'Malley is still one of my favorite fighters. He's a great fighter. He can probably beat most people in that division. But Merab is a nightmare. Merab and Umar Nurmagomedov, SeanO'Malley is always going to have problems with those two fellas. Let's be honest. He tried his best. The 5th round was good from Sean, I'm not going to lie. Those T kicks up to the body, man. Merab didn't like them at all. Merab thought he was going to vomit or something. You could see his reaction. He didn't like it. He was looking at the clock. He was like, get me out of here, like, in the 5th round. If you guys watch that, like, so funny, like. But he knew he had won the fight. He just has to stick in it and just finish the fight strong. He just knew he had to do that. But those kicks, I wish he did that at the beginning. Again, easier said than done. When a man knows he's won the fight already, and also when you're fresh, if you throw those kicks, you could catch those kicks, take you down. Anyways, fair play to Merab. We have a new champion, a nice guy. Let's see what the future holds for the guy. And that is it for the main event. The co-main event, Valentino Shevchenko, Alexo Grasso. That was another domination by Valentino Shevchenko, let's be honest. Domination from the 1st to the 5th round. I predicted this one correct. I knew Valentina Shevchenko was going to get it done. I always knew she was a better fighter. No offense to Grasso. But mistakes happen. One mistake will cost you a fight. She almost made a few mistakes in this fight. It wasn't a perfect fight by any stretch of the imagination. Let's not lie. She was close to a few submissions there. Grasso kept walking under. She kept walking. She didn't give up. Even when she was at the bottom, she kept walking, trying to get a submission. She tried for the guillotine. She tried for the armbar. Grasso wouldn't stop. She wouldn't stop. Fair play to Grasso. At least she was a champion for 2 reigns, isn't it? The first one she won, Valentino, and then a rematch that was a draw. So let's say kind of 2 reigns. So at least she got the belt. She made some money for herself and her family. And she's always going to come back. I don't know how many fights Valentina Shevchenko can actually do in the next couple of years. I think she probably has like maybe 2 years max left. She should probably head out of the game maybe in another 2 years, to be honest. But who am I to talk? Who am I to say anything to the champion, one of the best fighters in the world? She can do whatever the F she wants to do. And I am going to be watching. She's one of my favorite fighters, as I keep saying. I would love to meet Valentina Shevchenko. How could you not like Valentina Shevchenko? Tell me why you wouldn't like Valentina Shevchenko. Great personality, humble, knows how good she is, stuck to the game plan. The game plan was to take Grasso down, control her, and that was exactly what she did. She knew she had the upper hand, and that was exactly what she did. She didn't even waste time striking too much. When the opportunity comes, take her down over and over again. Great performance by the champ. Great performance. I'm happy for her. Who is going to be next? I don't know, but interesting things. Fair play to her. So that is it for the co-main event, yeah? Let's move on to the next fight. Brian Ortega, Diego Lopez, guys. Oh my goodness. I knew this fight was going to deliver. It's a no-brainer. I predicted this one correctly as well. Diego Lopez, I knew he was going to win this fight. I had my reasons for it. I just knew he was hungry, he was younger, he was more skillful. Brian Ortega has taken a lot of damage in his career, and he still took a lot of damage in this particular fight. You can't keep taking that amount of damage and be winning fights, especially when you're growing older. He's in his 30s now. You can take him when you're in your early 20s, but when you start getting to your 30s, these things pile up. Guys, how fucking tough is Brian Ortega? How tough could you be? Can you be tougher than Brian Ortega? It's impossible. Brian Ortega is a tough SOB, guys. Brian Ortega has a heart of a lion, has a heart of 3 lions, guys. 3 lions, man. Brian Ortega. That first round, anybody else on the planet was done. Diego Lopez was on him. I don't know how we survived those ground and pound. I don't know how we survived it. Man, Brian Ortega is really a tough SOB. I could say this 50 times. This guy is just too tough for his own good, man. They need to get him out of that octagon. Second round, he came back like nothing happened. Man, but Diego Lopez, a better fighter in my opinion, could be a champion. Featherweight is no joke, but he could be a champion for sure. Third round, Diego Lopez does what he has to do and won the fight pretty convincingly, let's be honest. I'm excited about Diego Lopez. I'm a big fan of Diego Lopez. I like when fighters look like they can fight and they can actually fight. Diego Lopez is one of those guys that potentially could be a superstar. He looks like one and he can fight on top of it. So he has the full package. I'm looking forward to see what's next for him and I can't wait. Fair play to Brian Ortega. He's going to be back. Take some time off. Come back maybe next year summer or before the summer. He'll be fine. Another fight that I want to talk about, guys, is Ronaldo Rodriguez against Osborne, guys. Oh my goodness. I thought Osborne had it in the first round. This was actually the first fight of the main card. I thought Ronaldo Rodriguez was done with all the hype and the weigh-ins in the press conference. He became a superstar overnight. I actually really like the guy. I like guys like that are just different, that don't give an F and just be themselves and can also fight. I thought he was done in the first round. How did he survive the triangle? How did he survive the triangle? Man, when you're talking about don't give up, you talk about guys like that. I don't know how he survived that round. He came back and he won the fight, guys. He won the next 2 rounds and he won the fight. Osborne fought really good. He fought really good. It was a close fight. The second and third round were still close enough, but he did enough to win the fight. Just about. But that first round, I don't know how he survived it. I like fighters like that. The Mexican crowd were wild. I want to go to Mexico, man. I have to go to Mexico. My next long holiday might just be Mexico next year. I have to go to that place. It seems like so much fun in Mexico. It seems like a place you want to go on a proper holiday. Forget about war. Forget about your worries and everything. Just go there for like 3 weeks and have a good time. Anyways, I'm looking forward to see what's next for Ronaldo Rodriguez. Definitely one of my favorite upcoming fighters for sure. I don't know who got the fight of the night, but guys, I'm gonna have to tell you, this next fight that I'm gonna talk to you about is probably the best fight that I've seen in a long time. What a fight. The two boys brought it. At the beginning, the fight was kind of slow and normal. Skillful, two strikers going at it. I'm talking about the Zellhuber and Rybovic's fight. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that one. Go back and watch it. This is the second fight of the main card. My goodness. What a fight. The first round, they brought it not as much. It was like they were building up to the third round or something. That third round is the best round ever. Has to be the best round ever. Definitely a contender for the fight of the year or the round of the year, at least. Those two boys were going at it. How many shots? How many punches? How many strikes could you land in a fight, man? Rybovics was going at it in the third round, trying to get Zellhuber out of there, man. He was going at it. He was just punching and punching, flurry of punches, man. It was ridiculous the way he was doing it. Man, what a fight. If you have to watch just one fight in UFC 306, watch that fight. Zellhuber versus Rybovics. That was a hell of a fight, man. Definitely deserve bonuses. Absolutely. The card overall was good. The prelims was good. There was a few finishes in the prelims as well, guys. The card was pretty good in my opinion. Obviously, the main event and the co-main event, no finishes. They were kind of dominated fights. You know, like you knew who was the clear winner in those fights. But the card was still good. I enjoyed every bit of it because you're anticipating when you're watching the fight. You don't know what's going to happen. You just want to see what happens. So you're anticipating all through. I enjoyed the card in general. I enjoyed it. I'd probably give the card a 7 out of 10. Not the production, just the fight. I'd probably give it like a 7 out of 10. And one guy that I need to mention, Raul Rosas Jr., man. Guys, that guy is only 19 and see what he's doing in the UFC. Go and watch his fight in the prelims. That guy, I can never miss his fight. A young fella, 19. When I was 19, I couldn't even spell my name. Like, seriously, I couldn't. How is this guy fighting with the best of the best in that octagon and winning? Could he beat John Jones' record as the youngest champion ever? I don't know, but he's only 19. He's only 19, man. John Jones, I don't know what age became the youngest champion ever. I can't remember at the top of my head, but I think it was 22, 23, if I'm not mistaken. He still has a few years to be a champion, like, if he keeps winning. He has a style that he could win, you know what I mean? He is a problem. I just have to give a shout out to that guy. Fair play to him. And I am going to be watching him very closely, see how his career develops and see what happens to the guy. A young fella, keep it up. Sky is your limit, man. Guys, you know the story. Don't forget to hit that bell, thumbs up, and share the video. See you guys soon and take care.